we are going to start the stream. We are online. I'm going to post it to the various interweb locations. Drum up some support. And hopefully we'll get some of my fellow friends coming on in real soon. Excellent. So let me just continue to put this out there. This is good. I'm going to keep that up there for now. And then I can do things like this, and hopefully this will continue to work. Did that work? That did not. It did work. Okay. So it's working on there. And it's working on here. Excellent. Let's see if we can put one more of these out to those. Yeah, excellent. And we'll put that out there. We'll see what we get. All right. Get into my stream manage, and we can start playing today's game. We can start seeing what's happening. Yeah. There we go. There we go. We can get rid of those. We can get back into the stream and see what's happening. Excellent. So hopefully everyone's had a good day. We are live. I'm going to do some things today. We're going to look at the new tours, possibly use some terrible characters, and possibly waste a whole bunch of resources as we do. Get these terrible characters up to snuff. And then we'll possibly do a victory tour. But we'll see. I'm getting message. All right. Yeah. All right. Just getting people into the stream. Give people a chance to make their way over. Trying to make sure I don't lose anybody in the chat or in other places. All right. So as I was saying, today we're going to go over some of this fun stuff here. We're going to go over this upcoming Flash feud. So we're going to go and take a look at who I'm going to use, who y'all are going to use, take some guesses on who is going to be the character, the chase for this weekend. I have a guess, and I'm sure y'all do too. And then we can just play some generalized gameplay, especially with the Flash feud coming up. We can discuss who you can use, who would be a good person for you in all of this. So that's basically what we're going to do today. So hopefully y'all are having yourselves a good night, and we can look over what we got in the faction events and more. Let's see. I need to edit this. One of my messages didn't go through properly. That's never good. It's because when you don't put the actual hyperlink and things in, it never works. What am I looking for? I'm looking for that and that. Did that work? No, that did not work. Oh, hopefully people will find me and know where I am in all of this. So while we wait for those to come on in and make their way after the announcement, then let's pick up all of our useful little bits of things. And then I'll pick my feud lineup and see who I can run for the weekend. And see what I can put together as a good team. there that goes. Okay, so it's working pretty well. That's good. Hopefully not too slow in the meantime. And it's working across elements and things. All right. So my wondering, I've been wondering this for several weeks, is just how they've basically started the month with the brawlers, and then moved away with it to head over to the JDs, and then I was wondering why or what they could do this past week, and then this final MLC chase weekend. They can go anywhere. They can do anything, right? They have the world is their oyster. They can go and do like a legend. They can do new gen. They can do whatever they want. They've hit just 4 straight weeks, basically, of 4 straight weeks with then the freebie of getting modern era, and we have a ton of modern era guys. I knew I missed one of these. So here's a chance to get themselves a whole bunch of fill up another gap, maybe get another good female wrestler from a less used era, but I'm not sure that's what they're gonna do. So here's hoping that they do something like that. So who am I gonna run for Flash feuds? That's the question. Let's see what we will do Flash feud wise. We'll put our setup together. I wish I had this dragon, but I do. And it's not every dragon, it's only that dragon, and that one I do not have. Is there a contest? No, it's just whoever's required, and I do not have that man who is required, so that's not good, which means I'm out of luck for that one. And I have like the perfect 6-star. Who better than Brutus the Barber? Am I right? Like, who better than Brutus? But here we are. Kind of stuck. I could have put a Gable in at that point. And then this is open to anybody. So who are we going to put in? Who should we put in to play at that point? We'll probably use a Triple H in that spot. Now I have this Drew McIntyre, but I don't have him very high, so I'm not sure if I'm going to make this bottom row, especially because, this Drew does use Snowfall gems, but I don't have any other good NWO that makes Snowfall gems, and they're all basically 5-star bronze with the exception of Stevie. So I can run Stevie there, but then who else? No one else uses Snowfall or a mobile in these ones here, so I guess I gotta put Triple H down there. So for 10% more war score, is it worth me throwing in a couple of jabronis at this point? I guess that's the question of the day. So we'll have to see. Welcome in those that have just come on in from this point. Welcome to the stream tonight. Tonight we're just talking champions. We're talking champions. That's what the whole thing's about. But we're talking the Flash feuds that are coming up this weekend and who I'm going to be using. Maybe we could talk about who y'all are going to be using for this. And then we'll play around with these tours tonight and see what else. I'm excited to try out Warrior now that I have a braid plate on him. I think that'll be really awesome. And then I guess it's a question of who else or who I would I want to put up that's 5-star. That's going to give me some easy wins. So Z-Dom would be one that I could throw in there. And with enough star fills, I might actually even put in a Riddle up there. But I'm not sold that I'm going to use these two over here. So not sure how that's going to go this time around. But if I take these two out, I lose the war score, but then I don't have to use them. But I'm sure there's going to be some sort of bonus for using them in this part of the feud, so they might be sticking in there. I'm sure some NWOs will be used at that as part of the CSS for this one. So that'll be interesting to sort of guess who to throw in there. But I could run these 5. These 5 could be my running mates. Take out McIntyre, take out Stevie, and then I can run those 5 there. And depending on how adventurous I am really, really, really intrigued to spend a whole bunch, basically all of my bits, or all of my strap parts, to put on a new belt onto Gable. Now, part of me wants to put the stun immunity on him, but I'm not quite sure that's what I want to do. Welcome on in, y'all, those making their way in. But I'm very, very intrigued on throwing, I think it's that one, this 60% gem defense to go along with all of his armor and shield and all of those buffs. And I think that is going to make him a little bit quicker, so that way I can use him more effectively in feuds. That's really my goal, right? My goal is to make him faster. He is slow, but he's reliable. He's my workhorse. Old faithful, I guess. I need to get myself another drink in a second. Try to keep myself going. I forgot to have an afternoon coffee today, so I've been up for a while. And so the kids wore me out this afternoon, as kids tend to do. So, but we are here nonetheless. So basically what's going to happen by the time this feud rolls around, these flash feuds, I'm going to try to fill all the stars on these 3. So on Riddle, on Z-Dom, and on Warrior, because they're all gem-based damage guys. The other 2, not so much, so it's not necessary to really do them. And then, yeah, I'm still not convinced that I'm going to run these 2. This adds an extra 36k or 35k notoriety that I don't necessarily need. But if I do put them on there, I'm guaranteed to get more 6-star competition. And that's the other thing, right? 6 stars get you so many more points when you defeat them, especially when you have all of the promoters and stuff like that. So I don't have the acro promoter, but I do have the promoter for the rest. And so getting those extra points would be pretty good. So I'm still debating what I would do here. So I'm still not quite sure, but hopefully it'll come to me. I'm sure it'll come to me as soon as they release the CSS, and those will be the guys that I will use for this one right here. But I've been saving up all of the people that I'm going to be bringing up this talent up, and I think I'm going to do a couple of them, at least the star fills, with the flash feuds. I don't know. What are y'all thinking about doing with your flash feud talent up stuff? Are you gonna? Because I know that it'll be a part of it for sure, right? At some point, it'll be a part of like who you'll be using. So it'd be interesting to see, because they've been giving out a ton of these things. I haven't cashed in my showdown ones yet, so that's something else I'm going to be possibly doing tonight if everyone wants to sit through me doing these at 5k at a time. Not sure that's high on everybody's list. But I still have to cash those in. That showdown shop, it didn't disappear. At least I hope it didn't disappear yet. Is it still there, or did I miss my chance? I thought we had. Is it gone? No, there it is. Oh, give myself a heart attack. I thought it was already gone. We have until 3/16. Oh, so I got like 2 more weeks to cash this all in. Lots of time. Lots of time. I find it interesting that they put the Hall of Fame Evo tokens in here when they gave out so many in January, like more than I think anybody could possibly spend, even if you were to take everybody's 6-star. So they just had a ton of those. And I think it's interesting that with stipulation tours being less and less important and more people having already maxed their stipulation trainers and promoters, and so not really playing them as much anymore, that, you know, I'm wondering if these will continue and still be in the shop going forward. I'm not quite sure that's going to be the case. So, yeah, good evening, HBK. How you doing, bud? Welcome in. Welcome to the chat. Welcome those of you coming in as I just talk all of my nonsense as I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life in this game. Trying to figure out what I'm going to take from this showdown shop, which I haven't totally figured out yet, but I do know that I'm most likely going to be taking star fragment bundles, especially because of how they're going to help out the guys I use in feud and boss battles. But, you know, if we were just starting with promoters for stipulations, then I might take something here, but I'm probably just gonna max out on the star frags. So that's basically what I'm thinking with that. And then I was quite intrigued, actually. Oh my gosh, let me go all the way. Scroll. With this right here, but I was not happy with the number of shards that they put in, which I thought was a little bit, either give less shards but give more opportunities to buy it, or the other way around, less opportunities to buy and more shards, but not make it terrible on both. And I think that's what they did, so I'm not exactly thrilled about that, but because the amounts that are in here don't get me close enough to any of them, so the guaranteed bonus, again, it's only good if you have the best versions, I think. What are these? Technician shard bag or contest bags. Okay, who's in our shards bags? Oh, this is just 5,000. Here's a whole bunch of B-list superstars, with the exception of Dom. Yeah, it's this one's not looking super amazing, HBK. I gotta agree with you on that. I'm not like blown away by it actually right now. So if you do need shards though, that's something that you can get, right? So you can get the shard bundles or something, like if that's what you're looking for. I'm gonna take me a scoop of peanut butter because I just realized that I'm rather hungry. So while I mash through this, we can take a look at what is in this. So there's actually a lot of decent posters in here. I don't have the RK Bro version. I don't have Lester. I don't have the RK Bro version of that either. I don't have Razor. I don't have Bailey. So that actually might be an interesting one to get with no hopes or expectations that I actually pull the poster, but that I would get some shards to get closer to all of them. So that's not terrible. But as tokens become more and more rare, and as more of these are needed to take up 6 stars, the token bundles are... I did one recently on a recent prize wall to help me take someone to 6 star. And I don't remember who it was that I took up, but it came in handy. And then, of course, so what I think most people will do, what I'm probably going to do, is probably just get the coin in the TP, and then I'll evaluate my roster and see what I need, because these are all becoming more and more scarce for me, all the 5-star different token chests. So that definitely might be something that I will take a look at. But yeah, like, if I could 50% green gem damage, now that's an interesting one too. If it was 100%, I'd go out of my way to get it. But even still, 30% like that on a Z-Dom, that's a good little title. Okay, so not the greatest prize wall, but it is a midweek with, no real expectations to it, I guess. So I guess we can do it that way. I'm not impressed particularly HBK. So whatever I get from it, and I'll just take it and just run with it. But I have no expectations of actually maxing this, especially because I don't have the superstars. I don't think so. But now comes the fun part. Trying to beat this. We'll see what we can do with it. All right, so we need a Brock Lesnar. So are you 5-star or 4-star? Oh, you're 4-star bronze. Whoa, you are way down then. Are all of my Brock Lesnar's 4 stars? No, you're 5-star. Okay. And you're 4-star bronze as well too. Okay. So this is gonna also stink. Let's see. You're the one I have to do the least amount of work on, but I don't want to do any work on you whatsoever. But you're not actually that good, are you? You have such high move charges. But you have a sub. You can choose damage. Choose 3 damage to make into black. Destroy 5 random blacks. Yeah, this one. These type of moves never took off, right? Giving damage to yourself as well too. They don't. It doesn't make any sense in a game like this. Although it makes logical sense that when you do something really hard, you will hurt yourself. So that makes more sense. So you took up your powerhouse Lesnar to 5 bronze to get through hard. Okay, were you able to do anything on hell? It sounded like not because you said hard. So 5-star bronze seems to not be able to get that much better. Steel trap gems doesn't help me. Definitely not taking you 6-star. Purples into blacks, 5 destroy random power gems. How does that help me? It does not. No, Seth is a 6-star at the hell. Well, that's going to be fun. So he's 30k. So he's like 11 million health sort of thing. Does he have his gears at that point? He does. Well, aren't you going to be fun to play? Whew. You're going to be a fun. You're 31,000 notoriety. Oh. Awful. Awful. That's just mean, Scopely. That's just mean. Okay, so we're going to... Did your powerhouse Lesnar have a Titan plate on at all? Did you have a strap for him? HBK or no? Because that might be an interesting development with it. Welcome all y'all who's just coming in right now. We're just trying to figure out if we can... I don't have Tech Brock, as you can see, so there's no easy way out of this. And yeah, just not a lock, so you didn't bother with it. Okay. So there's no easy way out for me. There's no simple way to beat this, unfortunately. So we're going to have to figure out how to win. Oh, I just figured that makes more sense if we do it this way. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just put this here. And I can share that there. Okay, I didn't share it properly the first time. That makes more sense why nobody was able to see it. When we do the proper share, things actually work. Okay, so I think I actually shared it correctly this time. Okay, so I don't like this Brock. I only brought him up because we had to use him a month ago or so, if I remember correctly, but he's just awful. And of the 3, this one might have the most shards. Oh my gosh, I only have 158,000 shards of him. But look at this garbage title. When did I put this on? Oh, that's going to be awful to try to get off. Because I think... And what do you have? Oh, you have a tour. Okay. Blast gems and all color gems do more damage. Did you add anything to this moment, HBK? Not that I advocate putting moments into terrible players, but that could make things much more interesting. What's my max? Blast do 800% more damage, and all color gems do 200, but that's not what I would get. You did it up to 20. Okay. So doing this up to 20 then gives me 336% more damage and 83%. Oh, I don't like the idea of doing that, but I have lots of shards of lots of people, so it's not that I couldn't put them in there. Actually, we can take all the shards off of these guys. I have so many of that Brock. And that wouldn't use that many shards to begin with. Okay, so welcome on in, y'all. Those coming in, we're trying to figure out if we can beat this with a powerhouse Brock Lesnar. And it would cost me 50k moment coins, but moment coins come every single day, so it's only a matter of time before you'd have to bring them up anyways. Okay, I'm going to hold off on that because there's a few things that I'm going to have to get rid of this title, because that sure as all hell won't do anything good for me. If you bring up the 5-star, you can modify an area into blast gems, so that's useful. Choose 3 gems to make it a blast gems, random, and then we'd have a sub. Okay, so the problem with Seth, especially at 6-star, is that his move charges are just so low. He's going to hit a huge finisher. Is that what kept on happening to you, HBK? You one swipe and then bang, hits the finisher and takes all things down. Okay. All right, Beast Incarnate. That's what happened to you. Okay, and we're gonna have a fun time with that. So my hope then is, if we max out the moment, and then I'll bring him up to 5-star bronze, and then we'll put a Titan plate on him, and we'll see if that's enough to win it. I was sure as hope I don't have to go higher than 5 bronze with the Titan and with a maxed out strap. But am I reading that correctly? That says 500. That's 14 million, not 140 million. That scared me for a second. I don't need the coin in evolution anymore. It's unfortunate, but we gotta spend it. We gotta do it for the stream, right? We gotta make sure that everyone gets their money's worth. Coming and watching the professor. So you gotta make sure that they keep everybody in study hall happy. That's what we gotta make sure. So let's see what we got here. I'm getting this up. All right, let me go back to this. Hold on, give me 1 second. Something's going on in my world here. Okay, not important. I can come back to the chat and get that done. Okay, so we're just gonna keep doing what we did. We're gonna keep just blowing coin. And then we'll do it all again for everybody else, of course. So I got a lot of extra TP of him because I haven't had to evolve anyone's 6-star yet from that. So this comes back to something that I discussed on Monday, that if there is more than one version of somebody in this game, you need to have one of them at least 5-star bronze, and as the game is going, probably 5-star silver, in order to defeat modes like these. And the higher up you take them, the less props you're going to have to use in order to win. And that's the way that the game is going, at least from my eyes. So you have to be comfortable with spending and bringing up somebody like this powerhouse Brock Lesnar that's not great, but can get a job done. But yeah, it's again, it depends on your prop situation. It depends on your comfort in doing so. It also depends on if it's worth it, right? Like, because quite honestly, like if it's not worth it to you, like if the actual rewards in the end aren't worth it, then my suggestion is always just don't do it, right? There's no one forcing you to do it, but we always feel like, oh man, we got to get this. I need this 75,000 points sort of thing. And so we get caught in that trap sometimes. So it's easy to lose sight of what's important. So all right, Brock, we're almost at our 6-star. Spend all of my coins today on this Brock Lesnar character. I don't know, I think it because I have more shards of him and because I have a Titan plate that's just sitting in my inventory right now because I've never decided who I wanted to put it on, and I haven't. Every time I want to take Sika 6-star, somebody else comes up in the Powerhouse division that I want to take 6-star, and so Sika's sitting without that at the moment. All right, let's get this taken forever. Taking forever, bro. Come on. Taken forever. So when we take forever, there we go.
Who wants to hear Eurovision song?
That's right. Play Ya Ya Ding Dong. Hurry up. Get back to the game. All right. Oh, my heart hurts just a little bit as I've had to evolve this man all the way up to 5 bronze. Okay. So maybe that's the threshold that we're going to need. Hopefully that's enough to make him useful for this. All right. No. All right, so we got a sub that we can work in, but sub isn't going to be our ultimate friend in this. We want to make sure that we're making a ton of blast gems because we're going to put a title on him that's going to make this all possible so we can continue to up our blast gem damage. So your random reds, your 7 blues into reds, your 5 randoms into black, and you're a 2x2. So I can make, so we just go triple red, maybe? That'd be interesting. Did you go triple red, HBK? Is that how you do it? It was still 2x2. So that's only going to make 4. That's not going to knock out the Titan plate, although I don't think any of his other moves will do that. You're going to place 4 for 6 turns. Okay, so you're not going to do that either. And you just make random reds, but I would need 8 reds on the board just to make that one go off as well too. Blues into reds, but that's not randoms and blues and randoms. You just destroy into black gems. Okay, so let's see if a triple red type of moveset. You did the black blast move. Okay, this one right here that makes the random red gems into blast gems. That's also a really high move count. That's going to make things difficult. Okay. I'm going to try it with triple red, but I'll come back to that black blast move, HBK, if we find that it is going to work a little bit better for us. Okay, so we're going to want to start with some red. And then we are going to generate. So we're going to need some JBL on here. So now we have 6. 7. Is there somebody else that does as well? Am I missing a coach? 7 is not enough for the Titan though. So you are going to be a pain. All right. can do more blast gem damage, so I can keep scaling that. Okay, so we are going to... We need to generate more blast gems. I think that's the issue that we have right now. And now we'll make enough. Okay, so let's set that as my entourage. Let's see what we can do. All right, welcome everybody in who's coming in. We're trying to set this up. I'm going to go triple red and try to see if I can just create enough blast gems that are going to... Actually, no, what I didn't check was if he had any buffs to make blast gems. That would be a good thing to check. But in... yeah, unless you use Rusev. And so that's the issue, right, is that if you would need at least a couple of matches. But if you're willing to do it this way, yeah, I'm not sure he has any good buffs. I didn't check his buffs yet to see what he's got. Black gems do 50 more damage. That's not going to help me. Starts with 3. No, he has nothing. He has nothing buffing him. You still suck, Brock Lesnar. Ugh. That's awful. Okay, so we need a title that we can put on a Brock Lesnar. Replace. Okay, good. There we go. I don't know how many times I need to hit replace before it works, but it will. Okay, so you are not necessarily... You're just a straight up Fury and a move damage. Okay. That's the only one that I can use. What if I highlight all of them? Then I can move this over from my stream on Monday. And so I can go all armor. There's some loot gem damage. This is my loot gem belt that I can use. And then I would have a plate available to use, and I could put the Titan on. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. At least I'll have 4 slots open. We'll leave the damage on there. I might change these around a bit. Maybe try to put some Fury 2s if I have enough. I might not have enough parts. It's going to cost me $16,000 to get rid of this. Doing it for the stream. I hope you all appreciate. Appreciate it. I hope you all appreciate it. Okay, so he now has this strap. Good gosh. All right. I'm gonna waste a Titan on him and see how he's gonna do with the Titan. And how many parts do I have that we can use? You are 11. You are 40% more. That's a nice little Fury one that we have there, but we wanted Fury 2s to get all the... Oh, look at... All of these are sitting in my takedown 2s. Oh, I have 2 red takedown moves that are percentage ones, and none in my Furies. That's so sad. What do I have in Fury 2s? The ones that are already being used right now are all just any gem. The good Lord giveth and the good Lord taketh away, I guess. Okay, that is what it is. Okay, what's his moves? 30 and 40. So it might help more. Okay. We'll do that. Okay. So if you're going to run the Titan, then you're going to have to go without an MP trainer, so you don't have much of a choice but to bring some props in to start quicker. Hey, Near, how's it going? Welcome on in. You did it with the Titan on Powerhouse. No MP. Yeah, you have to bring props. You have to get lucky on Seth. Yeah, so Seth is probably going to cascade a few times on you as well, too. So you got to get lucky with that. So did you do it at 5-star bronze, Near? Is that how you were able to put it all together? let's equip. Do I have enough parts? Okay, I do. Okay, so we'll put the. You had a 5-star gold. Okay, well I'm slumming it right now, I guess. So let's see how low we can go. Did you take him 5-star gold to do this, or was he already 5-star gold when you started? Well, you know what? When you evolve stupidly, you just do it to yourself, and only reveal it when you're on stream. When I do it, it's for the world to see. So here I am, leveling up some Fury Metal. So I wish I had a different one for this one. All right, so we're gonna put some Furies on him. Do a Fury on this one? No. So we'll put a Fury 2, all gem damage. You look like a good one. Yeah, mine's for all the world to see, which makes it even more fun, right? Let's try to get as much gem damage as we can. Did you also take the moment up near, or no? HBK took the moment up, and I'm trying to see if that's worth getting an extra 300% damage on those blast gems. See if that helps. All right. Still have a very high plus chance. Or 85%, maybe? Whatever that means. Well, that one failed. Oh, come on. What am I at? 19.25. Gah. I probably shouldn't be leveling this all the way up. I still need to move metals over. I still need to move a regular and a Fury 2. You're not Fury 2. You're a Fury 2. Do I have no good gem defense? I do. Okay. Red move. Blue gem. Red move. All right. We'll put the red move on. Oh, you got it a good bit up there. Okay. I think I'm just going to, I'm going to do it for the stream. I'm just going to put it all the way up. Darn it. I have to take one out for this one in use. Someone I'm not using. Someone like you. MVP. And just like that, I am all out of bits again. Oh, that is a problem. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, when on the hardest mode, he's got all of his gear. So I guess on the hard, he has one gear, and this one, and then this one. Okay. Wonderful. So you can't use an MP reduction coach on him. Okay. So that's going to be fun. We'll give it a shot. We'll see what I can do at 5-star bronze, and if we got to go up more, then we go up. Let's take this one to the max that I can take it. I'm not sure I'll be able to bring it up anymore either beyond that. But we are now at a blast gem damage of 337%. All color gems are going to do 84% more damage.
Chip, you know what?
You just made the list. Dobbs on crew. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in, and you're on the list with the professor. So, so we're gonna. I don't like putting the money into the tours, but because the tours, the reason I feel a little bit better about this is because Scopely has now made it their mission for us to use bad characters in tours as one of the CCS that you have to use. So I am very confident that I will have to use someone in here again at some point, and these will become a little bit useful. So Near, you didn't have any blue props or red ups. So okay, I understand. Okay, so you had to take them up in order to in order to compensate for not having the right stuff. Wow. And here comes the raid. Here they come. All the way down the aisle. Merrick's and Raiders. Welcome in. The professor is in. So glad that you came.
Chip, you know what?
You just made the list, Ackett Steel. Thank you. And Sensei, you just made the list.
Chip, you know what? You just made the list.
Got a lot more. We got a lot of people making the list. Merrick's, what's good? Hope you had a really good chat today with everybody. Sensei, you just made the list. Jaggy, you just made the list. welcome, and thank you for the follow.
Chip, you know what?
And to beef, you just made the list. All right, got a couple more coming onto the list.
Chip, you know what?
They call him the Magic Man, and he just made the list. Thank you for joining onto the list.
Chip, you know what?
You just made the list. Double O Demo. Thank you for joining on in. Jaggy, thank you. So this is
Chip, you know what?
and Gerson. Gerson, you just made the list. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming in. And to beef, how's it going, my fellow Haven friends? So I'm doing Brock for the tours right now. I'm using the Powerhouse one. You just made the list, DJG. Thank you so much. And what belt am I running? Excellent. Okay, so now we have more people in. So for the Raiders that just came in, you missed all the fun of the evolving. So I evolved him up from 4-star bronze to 5-star bronze. And Merrick's is coming in again with a second raid. Awesome. Come on in, Merrick's. OG Kenny. So I put on sort of the belt that I take everywhere with me. So this is you clearly had raid issues. You had to raid a second. You wanted to take a lap around and then raid back in again. KP in SA. KPIN, thank you. Thank you for the follow. You just made the list. This is my 2,500 bonus loot gem damage belt that I move around from people. And I've got a Fury 2 and a Fury 1 set. And I put the Titan plate on to see what kind of damage we could do with it and see where we can go. I know that I've said, the Godfather belt. That's exactly the one that I put on there because I don't have a really good PG Powerhouse belt that I can use right now. So this is the one I'm going to use. I took this one up to level 20. I'm pretty sure I can't evolve it in any way. I don't have enough of these jabronis at 5-star bronze. But I took it up to 20, and I'm trying to convince myself that in the following, come on, or Seabod Juan, come on, Juan, you just made the list. These will be used in tours. If Scopely has shown us anything in the last week and a half, is that these characters, B tier, C tier characters, are going to be, if you don't have the newest version of that character, then you're going to have to use someone like Brock Lesnar for your to defeat those modes. And so that's what we're going to have to do tonight, is I'm going to have to use this Brock Lesnar. So I'm going to, again, amp up the blast gem damage, try to get even some more all color gem damage. So for a tour, it's not that bad, but I had to put in a fair bit into it. But this Brock Lesnar, thankfully, I started off with 160,000 of his shards, so that made it just a little bit easier to sort of swallow. I'm going to try it out with the triple black in the hopes, because I'm doing so much extra blast gem damage, so that the F5 right here, I'm going to try to get extra blast gems to help try to, connect with all the blast gems that I'm going to put down. The Suplex City only makes 3 when you choose it, and then I'm going to, Seth has low charge moves, and so I'm not sure how good the sub is going to be, but I'm going to try to use it at least to slow him down just a little bit. So those are my sort of goals in going with the triple red. You're using the next best thing for the exact same reason, right? You just had a ton of shards on him demo, so that might be the reason why. Or I totally understand, depending on what you have and what you can build up with, right? Yeah. So if you got all the shards, then bring them up. So I've brought him up to 5 bronze, and if I can't do it 5 bronze, then I'm doing it for the stream, baby. I'm gonna have to bring him up a little bit higher. So I'll do the 5 bronze, and I'm kind of stuck because I need to have 2 blast gem generators in order to get the 8 blast gems on there. A 50% gem defense trap is always useful, especially in tours, right? If you have a gem defense trap, those are always good for tours, and then you can load up on gem defense, and that's what I did with Rick Rude in earlier this week to beat his tours at 5-star bronze. So yeah, if you have a 50% gem defense strap, then that would be a good one to use, right? And yours is also 5-star bronze demo, yeah. So unfortunately, we're going to go in without an MP trainer in order to make the blast gems, and I'm just trying to buff the blast gems until they break. So that's what we're going to do with this. And of course, he only has the one on this one. So let's see how much damage we can do. I know Nier said earlier that he was hitting for 3.5 million or something. So he did some serious damage with it. What are we looking at? We're looking at blues and reds. So we need reds for ourselves. So we need to buff that. And we need to go down with blue, down with the reds and the blues. And we'll see how that goes. I don't have a... to be, give it a shot, right? Like, I am using the Titan plate on there. So that's my other goal is to see, and I'm doing it for the stream. So I spent the parts to put the Titan on there just to see what kind of damage we can do, and can we beat it at 6-star, right? That's the point of the streams. Yeah. So the point of this is, you come and watch me, and I waste all of my resources, and you try to do it. His hell mode is blue, black, black. Okay, thank you, Nier. I'll work with that. What I'm upset about, maybe not upset, but disappointed about, is that I don't have any of the red ones of these. Do I? Do we have any of the reds of this one right here, of the chosen one? And I don't have them anywhere. Or we just haven't gotten them yet. All right, Gerson, if you're still here, gee, I need you to work on getting more of these of the chosen one reds. I love these as props, because you can use them to create 5 matches, but you can also use them to get out of subs, and you can use them to get out of pins. And so I love it for that versatility when you're in a match where you don't know what is coming your way. So that's another thing that I like to use. All right, fingers, toes, everything else crossed. Let's do this. So I haven't checked it. Everyone can hear me okay, I'm assuming. You're responding to me and stuff, and the video's going okay today. This is the first stream with a new internet provider. I was so angry at the end of the weekend that it wasn't working as well. So, yeah, thanks, Kenny. Yeah, all right, HPK, thanks. So he's got nothing loaded up now. We have 0 red matches, of course, because why would we get a red match? He's gonna take that. Okay, so I'm gonna risk it on this one. See if I can. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping to get lucky on a cascade. He gets his red. Okay, so we're going to modify some random. Awesome. And then we will choose 10 to make into blast gems. So we can try to blow up the board. Okay, so where is my match in this? And I don't have a red match, which is what I want the most. Okay, so if we're going to blow that up, then we need 2, 3, 4, 5... 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we're going to get the Titan to go off. What are we looking at damage-wise? So you're 20k. You're 23k. So you're not doing the tons of damage we were all hoping for at the start, but that's all right. Blow up the board. And bye-bye. Thanks, Seth. It was good. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. No problem. I'm glad that I can give you... At least you can get through probably hard mode with that. Real Pyro, you just made the list. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. So, yeah, I'm glad to... At least I can give you an idea of what to do. So, that's why I'm streaming. To try to help out where I can. So, yeah, we'll get through hard mode, I think, pretty good. I think it's once we get to the hell mode where Seth is going to have more than 1 gear. He'll have 2 gears at that point, and that'll make life hard for all of us, right? So I think this one he has 1 gear. Did I see that correctly earlier? Or no, he doesn't have a gear on that one. Okay, well. All right, but this time he's going to have 3.5 million, but he's got no medals, no perks, nothing of that stuff on him. But this, so what is he? Just to play it safe. Okay, so we're going to play the same everything. All right. Let's hit it. Let's do this. Powerhouse Brock. 5-star bronze. Here we go. Suplex City, baby. And in a shock to no one, I once again have no red match. And that will give him a blue match. So let's see if... Oh, almost got a red cascade. And he takes my red and fills up. Well, that just stinks. So, do I want to... He's going to gain the 4 block MP and hit for a finisher. I think I might lose this match. I'm going to actually lose this match and see if I can get a better starting board so I don't waste a prop on him, especially because the board is still not kind to me and I'd have to waste at least 2, if not more. I still have no useful match, right? Like, I need a better board. Kinder boards, please. If you will. All right. So, just a reminder to everyone.
You just made the list.
Big Robert, you just made the list. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. You don't have to win every time. You don't have to waste any of your props or other things. You can just straight up lose if you need to and try over again. But this time I might I'm going to use 1 red down prop. I thought I was just going to lose that straight up, but he did not defeat us that time. So let's see how hard. That's twice it's laid it in a corner for me. You're really pushing it right now, Scopa. You're really pushing it with this random stuff. All right, so we need 1 somewhere in this area. What are we going to hit? Let's just make our X to... What am I swiping? I am swiping here. We'll bust out the board. We'll see how hard we can hit. So we're hitting for like 1 million at 5-star bronze. And that was actually enough to win. Okay, well, I'm glad I actually didn't waste a ton of props and I just waited for my... I waited for my time and took that one out. Okay, so having a Titan plate obviously helps. So having the moment obviously helps. It allows for you to hit a lot harder. If you don't have Furies or Fury 2s on there, for regular and hard, I think just armor medals itself would actually do enough for that. The problem then is I need to win this match. Oh, that was the other thing. I should have lost out. I need to win this match 3-star in order to move on. So I actually am still going to have to waste my HP on this. But okay, so I just need 1 big hit, basically. And that should be enough to take him out. Okay, we got this, y'all. We got this. This can be done. This can be done. Okay. Notice how that I, once again, do not have a red match on turn 1. Okay, so let's see if we can drop something. That is true. You know, I could spend the $3 and skip those matches, right? This is not the first time you and I have had this conversation, Near, about spending just a little bit more money in my desire to skip matches. All right, let's try this again. But you know what? What fun would it be if I didn't have to do this again and waste everyone's time, including my own, in creating this content? That's why everyone's here, right? Everyone wants to see me lose all of this. Which is my 3 match. I want to make sure I have one. Okay, yeah, it's right there. Okay, cool. Got me a 3 match, and that'll blow up the board. Okay, so we're doing a million a shot. Oh, he's going to kick out. Okay. Well, look at you kicking out of all of this stuff. We'll just place them on things you're not going to break. We'll break them on down. Yeah, buy the strap up pass easy. Yeah. You know what? You're right. I'll have to start doing that for my streaming audience. Oh, I didn't want to take away that. Oh, that stinks. That's all right. We'll throw this on there. And we'll blow it up. Hopefully. I'm going to have to do this again. He's going to hit me with this and then hit me with the finisher. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Okay, he didn't. Good. Am I still at the threshold? How much do I have? I think I have 70% health. This might actually be... Yeah, that's definitely true. Like, in the grand scheme of things, for the amount of money I spend in all sorts of other places, it would definitely be worth it to, like... I have the King of Kings one, but I don't have another one that would give me hell mode. I think that's the thing I have right now. I only have one subscription. I have the King of King one. Okay, so this time we win it. Is that enough to give me 3-star? Give me 3-star. Come on. There we go. All right, we can move on with our lives. Okay, so now that we all know that I need to not be as cheap and to pay for to skip all these hard matches and move. Oh, I need VIP 11. See, that's okay. Thank you. So since they clarified, I was like, I thought I was paying for stuff. I need a VIP 11, and as you can see, I am at 9, and that means I'm a ways away for this, for the hell, to get straight to hell mode. All right, so we need to stay alive long enough to defeat him. And how much life he has? He has 10 million. You know what? It's time for me to really, as Bray Wyatt likes to say, right? It's time to pull up my pants and do the muscle man dance. It's time to start spending a little bit, right? That's right, Kenny. I'm going to have to spend a lot more, right? The gap between 9 and 11 it seems like it's just one number, but my bank account, I'm sure, would say differently. So he's starting with more. Blue moves start with more. Okay, so we're going to have to start off the bat. It's going to be a lot. You're right, Sensei. Whether it's a ton or a ton, either way you want to spell it, it's exactly the same thing. It's going to be a lot, whichever way we want to put the emphasis on that. Okay. So so we need to, from the experience. You know what? This is the beauty of the game, is that we can all commiserate in that we've spent a lot of money on this, and that we still somehow keep coming back and enjoying it, maybe, or not. That's something to be seen. But I got to tell you what, I'm actually really enjoying creating all sorts of content right now, and I'm really enjoying being on Twitch. I get the chance to actually talk with y'all and play the game, which is one thing that I'm actually starting to enjoy again. I almost quit this game about 6 months ago, and then somehow just fell backwards into doing some content and some videos, and y'all seem to like it, and so I thought I'd try out Twitch, and now I've actually started to enjoy the game again in a different way. So, oh yeah, you know what? To beef, if I had a chance, like if I was close enough to get Super Stacy or Liv sometime in the last couple of months, I would have totally done that as well too. So I don't blame you, because it makes your ability to play this game so much better. The two of them are like cheat codes. They're amazing, right? Yeah, all that money definitely can go elsewhere near, for sure. I'm a little bit more than that. I spend about 20 a week right now. So I do my 7 pull for each event, because that gets me into the bonus, and that bonus fills up all of my coins and gives me the extra TP and all that stuff. But that's sort of that was, again, 6 months ago. My wife just said to me, look, you know what, if you enjoy the game, spend 20 a week and just enjoy it. It's your, it's your gambling fun for the week, and see where it goes from there. So, and it's actually made a difference in the game when I no longer really have to be so upset that I'm not getting anything. I can just go in and play and enjoy, talking to the faction and doing all that kind of stuff, right? So focusing more on the friendships that I've made within the faction, and realizing, right, Kenny, that it's a gamble, right? You're gambling to see if you get anybody, and to this point, I haven't, but it's about having fun. So if you're not having fun, then you need to find a way to either start having fun, or moving on, right? And so that changing of the mindset was huge for me, and he's going to hit a blue. Of course he is. All right, but I get to play with my blast gems 2x2 into black, and that 2x2 is going to destroy me because his finisher is 600,000. Okay, so I am not allowed to let him get off that blue move. That is the key to it. So, yeah, so I guess my advice for anybody is, again at the bottom, is just try to continue to enjoy the games.
You know what?
John Joe Cadales, you just made the list. Thanks for the follow, buddy. I really like it. What do I think about your 6-star Trickster Lacey? Oh, a Trickster Lacey. That's interesting. I haven't taken Trickster Lacey 6-star. I'd love. That'd be interesting. I definitely want to see that. If I haven't already, I'm trying to focus. It's hard to do two things at the same time some days. But yeah, definitely. I want more information about how this all works with the Trickster. Let's put that one there. Okay, I'm going to miss that one if I take the 5 match. Do I want the 5 match? No, I can take the 5 match. I can take that 5 match and it blows it all up. There we go. Okay, good. So yeah, he's going to kick out with really no issue. That just is going to be the course of events for him. Okay, so I'm going to load up my moves. 6 discussion chat. Okay, I will definitely check that out, demo afterwards, and I will let you know, because I'm very interested to see how that's all going to work. Yeah, because I've thought about Trickster Lacey, especially because at 6-star, she has a gem damage buff that comes out at 6-star. Am I thinking correctly about Trickster Lacey? Is it her that has that, or is it somebody else? I might be thinking of somebody else. This is the danger of streaming and keeping conversations up while trying to actually win a match. Boom. All right, well, let's take some gem damage, because we're going to cascade at the end of this turn anyways. Boom. There we go. All right. Let's modify. Okay, she's a trap gem move. Okay, that's it. Okay. Interesting. A trap gem move at 6-star. You have me very intrigued, Demo. I can't wait. I can't wait to actually go take a look at this. Like, she has a Z take. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, because I'm always interested in ways to try to boost up my my female class. That tends to be, I think, and everyone might agree with this, that it tends to be the weakest of the classes that we have. So we're going to take that red match so we can... Beautiful. There's a cascade that works for the bro. And he's going to get a blue. Of course he is. But I got this. Stun, trap, health steal. How big does her health steal go then at 6-star? Because if you can stun, which is one of the things that she had for a long time, then you hit some trap, get some health steal, and then you just rinse and repeat that. That could be tricky. How many cycles does that take to do that damage? It's in the trap. Oh, sweet. All right, we're gonna take this down again. Ugh. Come on, Seth. All right, so we've got him down to 8 million. But he's hitting pretty hard, and he's hit me with a couple of really big cascades so far. So We're just going to keep throwing the X out of these. We're going to just try to hit as many gems as possible. We'll put that one there. We can bust that, and that'll blow up the board again. Unlucky. But I'm hitting for 1 million. That's not bad at all when you come to think of it. The problem is that each time he takes a swipe, he gets a cascade, and he hits me for a couple 100,000, which isn't fun. Okay, so you're 6, and you're 6 of 10. So let's get closer to the damage that I want to do. Okay, let's blow those up for now. We'll force him to use... There we go. Force him to use that. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. And so now he has both. And I got more props. Yeah, it's feeling like the 5-star bronze, just even with everything that the Titan adds, is just requiring a lot. That gives me another red gem. Still not bad. I'm still hitting for 1.5 million. Ugh. And that's the end. He's just getting cascades. He's cascading me down. So health is the issue for sure, as you can see in that. But I did bring him down to about 4 million or so, right? Yeah, I got very unlucky. It's very true, Near. I'm not getting the cascades. I'm not getting the red gems to drop, and his moves are just really high. So that's a tough one. So what do y'all recommend? Should I waste the coin and take him up another notch, or do we try it again at 5 bronze and see what we can do? Should I send it to my faction, see if they'll help me recover quickly? Go 5-star silver? Yeah, that might be what we have to do. Yeah. I think both for in order to not waste a ton of props, I guess. That's the other thing. I can enhance them, right? I have enough. Yeah, I have enough. For the wow. 23 turn stun demo. That's funny. A little over 3 million from the trap cascade. That's really good, right? And then you've got them stunned. You hit that cascade a couple of times. By time number 2, you might be close to hitting that point. Time number 3, they're out. So that's actually pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. I have a ton of Brock shards, so I'm not worried about the Brock shards part of it. 19 million coins, I'll put that up. It's the tokens, but it's not the 5-star tokens. So yeah, that's, you know what, like, yeah, that's a complete change. I'm very intrigued now. Demo, you've got me really wondering. So that's pretty cool. I can't wait to check it out and look around on that. That's really, really cool. I'll go check out Merrick's his Discord server and do this. All right, y'all. Again, this is for the stream. This is for all y'all. We're gonna try it again with Brock. See if we can do it. Boom. All right. Well, you know what? Eventually, you have to bring up somebody, and since I don't have Tech Brock, you're gonna have to bring up somebody to play the game with, right? You're gonna have Brock requirements. That's just the be all end all of the game right now. All right, let's try this. All right, we'll do the triple. Would it be... The problem is that I would need at least 8 reds on the board to trigger that plate. It would give me something else to make reds. I'm going to try a triple red again and see if that is the ticket. All right, Seth Rollins, you've met your match. or not. Let's see. So let's see if we can get 2 million a cycle, maybe more this time around. Let's see what we can put together. All right, red match on the first, which is wonderful news. We can take him out here. So I can take my red match. He's going to take a black match, which is better for me. And he does not. Excellent. Okay, so let's... Thank you for not doing what you're supposed to do, computer. That is much appreciated. Okay, so I can put one here. I'm going to swipe there. And then we'll just X the board. That's going to go up. Okay, so we want more X. We want more reds. All right, we just got to... Let's keep our fingers crossed for a nice big cascade. I didn't put any up here. That wasn't smart. There we go. That's the See, that's the cascade you need, right? You need to get a red gem to hit down there. There you go. There we go. And now we can play this game again. And he is, of course, back to getting blue gems his way. Okay. Oh, I probably could have hit the sub and did it that way. That wasn't smart, but I want to just get the damage done. There's no guarantee that I don't hit the sub and that he immediately hits a blue match on the outside of it. So we're going to take that match right there. So we're going to come down the middle, up on each side. We'll put one there. We'll put one there. And there's another. See, now I'm getting the cascades, and that one hit for 2 million. Nice. All right, we're cooking a little bit better this time around, and now we can continue. So this is looking promising. I'm not going to count my chickens yet, but this one's going to be a different story because there's not a lot of red gems on the board. I want to put those in a different place. They've left me with a lot of garbage on this one. Okay, where's my match? That's right there. Okay. Yeah, one thing is when you get caught up in putting all these blast gems and things, you always have to remember where's my match in all this. So 2.2. Here we go. 1, 2. Come on. Oh, that was the one. That was the one that could have done it. That one is not going to go off yet. Okay. How far away are we? 5 of 9, 5 of 10. And what are you right now? You're at 58,000. Okay, so it is actually in my best interest to hit 2 of these so that the Titan goes off again, since I already have it buffed. Although swiping would have been really good, it's actually in my best interest to do it this way. And then I can do an even bigger damage. So hopefully we can get 2.5, maybe, hopefully, this time around. That's the goal. Let's see if we can make it happen. Who do we want? We can take that one and that one. Oh, I still have one more. Don't get rid of it yet. Take that. Blow up the board. There we go. 2.5 million. Yeah, that's the one that did it. Okay, so it can be done, y'all. It is indeed possible. So 5 stars silver. It probably could have been done at 5-star gold. It would have taken a couple more turns, and I would have needed to get a little bit luckier in terms of the cascades. But you saw that once the cascades came through, once the red gems started to fall after the blasts, that it was possible. So yeah. All right. So I'll clip that later. I'll make it into a video. I'll throw it up on the YouTubes for others to see. Okay. So we beat one. One is beaten down. We can just keep on going. Well, since I have so many of you in here right now, for Flash Feuds, before I get back to the tours and stuff, who do you all think we're getting this weekend? What's our consensus? Which character are we getting for the weekend Flash Feud? And what do you think about our fill bonuses and things like that? Because I don't have a good bottom row fill, and this is the only one that I got for for snowfall gems. So I was just wondering, I was messing through here, and I think I know who we're getting on the weekend, but I wanted to see sort of what y'all think, if you had some guesses about what we were getting. Yeah, I don't have a good NWO to throw on here, except for Stevie. So I'm already played. 2 spots are already here at 35K of guys I'm not really going to use. But then I can start throwing in some other guys here. Yeah, Sheamus seems like a really good guess, right? You would think, based on the fact that our Chase character and our beginning of the month free character were also, they're all sort of linked together. And I think what sort of tipped me off of sort of what we were getting is that when I clicked on the prizes, I noticed that if we click on the prizes, that you're getting Brawling Brutes spendable coins this weekend, depending on where you finish in the different flash feuds, right? So that's going to be our prize wall medallion sort of stuff like that. So if I had to guess, right, that would be a good guess, is that we're probably going to get another Brawling Brute. So it's probably going to be a Sheamus sort of thing. That would be my guess. So let's get back to these tours and see what we can do, or who we got to use going through. Oh, okay. So Booker T. So I have a fun Booker T, the King, already. His is 5-star gold, and every time I want to take him 6-star, somebody better at Trickster comes around, but mine is just nasty because mine has a 50% gem defense strip. So once you buff it all with the different metals, and then you put like a honky tonk man on him, he does like 135% gem defense. So yeah. So when it comes to showdowns, he's really nasty to play against, for sure, and he's a pain in the butt, as he always is, for others. So for me, that's what I would be using for this tour, but I know that not everybody has him like that. I'm trying to see if I have anybody worth throwing in there against them. Do you want me to demo a different Booker T, or do you want me to go through with the King and see how he does? I'm taking a little bit of peanut butter, keep my blood sugar going. All this talking makes you thirsty and hungry at some point. I end up getting off of streams just famished and hungry. It's crazy. I'll go with the King. You were able. Oh, nice, Norelco. You were able to do it with the 5-star. Nice. Oh, so the Booker's tour has an easy hell mode. Oh man. Also, it was a breeze. Oh, so y'all don't need me to. I didn't realize. Oh, you don't have him, so you're experimenting with the Powerhouse Booker. Okay, so apparently a 5-star bronze Powerhouse Booker can take out the hell mode because it's only 14K in the hell mode. All right, well, you might want to get on that quickly demo. You might want to beef that. I don't think they'll change anything at this point, but yeah, you might want to beat that sooner than later. But I'll beat it with this setup. What is this? Less from Black Gems. I'll beat it with King Booker. You're already on it? Okay, good. If you have trouble with it, or you want me to go over sort of a moveset thing, I can totally do that. But yeah, I'll take it out with this Booker. We want gem defense. One of the best affiliation belts I received recently was getting it on the honky tonk man. You don't really realize how much you're using them these times. You can put gem defense on basically any gem at this point. It's not going to matter so much. if it's only 14k, I'm pretty sure I'm going to beat this without really trying that hard. And since I have tour perks, both these are going to go off. Still 14k. Okay. They made it easy on purpose. Right on. Okay. Thanks for checking, dear. And letting us know. So yeah, this shouldn't be that difficult. In fact, once I beat this, once I beat this specific one, I'll move on to another one because it sounds like it's not difficult to actually defeat this tour. So I'll just, yeah, he's only got 200k health. He's not going to be hard to beat. So we'll get out of it quickly. So we'll keep, you destroy random reds, but there's not enough of those on the board. But we can just get rid of all of your health. That's only going to destroy one, which does not do a lot. But he's in danger. We'll just finish him off. Okay. So since the Booker Tour is easy, unless you want to see how this Booker stacks up against a 14k, we'll just skip out of it. Come back to it. Because I know the Roman Tour I had questions on from others recently, so we can go over there and see how Roman Reigns will do in this tour. All right, here's the fun tour. Right, this is the one with Roman. It's the Bloodline Tour. Okay. So I have both of them, but at different stages. So I have Roman and I have Uso. So we'll play it with Roman for now, unless you want me to play it with the other one. This one's just for Faction Boss, for another one. The Dodging Tour. Oh, thank you for warning me that this is what I'm headed up against. It's a nice tour of dodging. Okay, so I don't have a fully unlocked strap. I usually play him with the blue move set, so I got the honky tonk plate on him, and I have armor. All gems do 10% more. This is just a bad strap in general. That if I ever decide to work on him some more, I would change it, but I'm not going to spend the strap parts to unlock it more, I guess. So I usually do them this way because it's just easier and faster for most tours, but that does not work well against someone like Umaga, who I'm sure he does have a sub, does he not? Are you running your sub? What are you running? You are running it. He dodged it 5 times in a row. Oh, jeez. How frustrating is that? So he's got traps and subs. Okay. Into submission gems. Okay. So we're gonna have fun with you. Okay. So I'm trying to think it would be better to... Yo, Tiger King, what's happening? Welcome on in. Thanks for coming on by and starting in the chat. We're trying to decide on Roman Reigns and how to play him, and then I'll come back and try to see if I can beat it with the Uso. IOW Batista, nice. Batista is a good and easy one to take up. He'll do you a lot of good up to 5 gold, and even at 6-star, he'll take out not top tier 6 stars, but he'll be able to hit really hard. So yeah, good, awesome. Yeah, Batista, in terms of the IOWs that are easier to get. So Charlotte obviously for the women, and Batista's a good one to have up there. I think mine is 5-star gold. And I would eventually take him up, but I'm still working on my feud promoters. I'm going to try him. Let's see how we can do that. Oh, nice. I wish I have no Shayna Baszlers. I am very much jealous. That is a good pull, Tiger King. Congratulations. So blue starts with more, botch gems do more, botch gems do more, botch gems do more. Okay, so if we run him... fully botch gemming 30,000. We're going to put them on the board. We'll be able to choose a 2x3 on turn 1. So we'll be able to hit the finisher turn 1. We should be able to recycle a little bit. What's his health at? I didn't check that. 1.7. So let's see how well this works. I know that the higher up that we go, the botch moveset doesn't work as well. So we're probably going to have to switch over to the sub moveset. But might as well showcase this one while we can. Sasha Banks' Showboat is a sneaky little pick for. I like her. I wish she had scaled up more. But yeah, for the longest time she was really, really good. That is gonna cascade. I only need the 6 match right there. Jerry Lawler's good. You know, don't cascade. Thank you. When I was, when I started making 6 stars with Hall of Famers, good. There we go. He was one of the first ones that I took up, and I'm sure you saw the video that I had posted of that. So Lawler's not bad at all when it comes to that. Being able to, especially when you have his gears and stuff, to put some damage down. Might take a couple of cycles, and he's going to cascade a lot, but it's not bad at all. Crack skulls in Borderlands 3. I've been trying to crack skulls in this game, so let's hit the finisher on that. Let's see how much we can hit for. We have a bunch of botch gems down on there. Not bad at all. Okay, so he hit for 800k, and that's me doing as much as I could with botch gem damage. Okay, so that's not going to keep him down anywhere near enough going forward. So we're going to have to switch out to something else. But yeah, 900k on a finisher like that doesn't reload is not going to do us any good going forward. So let's switch it up. Yeah, so that's one of the problems is that of course, he's had the titles for a very long time, so we seem to forget that, like, well, shouldn't the head of the table be really that good? But he's held the title for a very long time, and the game itself has leveled up to 6-star in that time frame. So he was just before all of that. So when he first came out, he was really good, but now he's lost that step. All right, so the submission makes red gems. Am I correct? Into green submission gems. Okay, so he's going to make green submission gems. They're going to turn into multiplies at the end. Yeah, I don't think it was on purpose that they nerfed him. I think it was just one of the things that happens, right? Sometimes it just happens. You level up, and then the scaling just doesn't come with it. For 9 turns while they're on the board. Okay, but how are we making? So do we want to steal? Do we want to steal health, or do we want to? We can swap into green gems. Okay, so one way you could run him on this, if you didn't want to go with the health steal sort of build, is that you can choose 4 to destroy. This would allow you to make some matches, build up your sub again. So you can just continually sub and sub and sub and sub and sub, unless he continues to, like what happened to Nier, he continues to dodge all of them. And then if you find a way to, you can also break some blue gems, and then you have a way to recycle that as well. So that's one way to do it. I think this is more of the fail safe. It's going to take a little bit longer, but you're going to hit a sub almost every turn if the board cooperates the best way it can. The other way to do this would be to put this instead, to put this pump handle slam down. And you could put down, because this trap gems right here, if you decide to go break them, and you would do that as you put down the subs and stuff like that, it would reload this, and then when he's breaking them during your sub, it's going to do some more damage, and you have a chance to do a health steal as well if you want to. But I don't have his gear, do I? I don't think I have his gear, and his gear adds more health steal, and so that's where that would be helpful if I had that. So, I don't know if I should go. What do y'all think? Should I go safety? Should I go double green blue? The other thing is that I have the plate on there right now that when I break green, I get blue. So it would also reload that one. Easier for me, but if you don't have that plate on, or if you have a different plate on, depending on how Umaga is getting his stuff down, that might be the way to go. So blue, and then we don't need botch gem. We are going to do the majority of our damage. Yeah, that's the thing, right? So that's what I'm here for. I'm going to test it on out, and then once you can do it while you're watching me, or you can go do it on, afterwards. You can go and look and say, okay, I'm going to go do this, or maybe not do that. So green submission. So do we want just more green moves that deal damage? That's an interesting one to throw, but I'm not using that one. Red moves, all color. So how many submission moves am I doing? I'm doing 9 turns. Tech Roman have been avoiding capture. Yeah. I want more damage. He's just not doing a ton of damage. Is he? What is it? It's 100. No, it's not 100. It's 18,131. So he's just not going to do a ton of damage. Yeah, this is just going to... Gosh, this is going to take forever. Okay, I've immediately decided to change my mind. Since it's 12,000 damage, and he has 4 million health. We will be here until tomorrow if you decide to do it this way. However, if you are having trouble the other way, I suggest just spending the next 14 hours of your life trying to defeat this. But we'll go red and red. Should we go double steal? Yeah, sure. And the one charge. Okay, so you went... Okay, so demo went a little bit different. So you went sub, you went the botch, and the finisher. Okay. You know what? Let's give that a shot. And then we can do something a little bit more fun with this. So in this case, we're going to start differently. Let's try that. Why not? Only a green match. Okay, so we're going to then go green move charge. Green move charge. We are going to go, instead of botch, do more damage. Why don't we put on Gable? I know not everybody has Gable, but that would give me a lot more of that damage. And we will remain. So you went this way, Demo? Is this how you went? So we just need a green match basically to get going. Okay, so the other thing is I think he actually goes off. That's how you did it. Okay. He actually goes off turn 1. Turn 2 if I don't get that. So I think I actually need a... What do? You are 15% and generate 1 more. Okay, so you are the one I can jettison for black MP down, which is the thing I actually think I need. Because, yeah. Karrion Kross is very good in this game. He is someone that I wish I had. If I ever get the chance in my world, is if I ever get the money again to start spending lavishly on the game. Ooh, purple be down way for me right now. I'm almost out of purple. Thankfully, we're at the end of the month, so I'm going to get some more of those chests full of props because I am nearing my end of how much I have. So all right, let's try this. Let's see what we can do with Roman. So we'll put these down. We got a green match, which is what we needed. That's all right. They do extra damage because they're on the botch. He's going to hit black. as of course he would. We're just going to keep throwing botch gems down for all 2,810 damage. Yeah, the trick is always gets annoying. There's nothing. It's the one thing I wish they would change in this game, but that's not going to happen. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's hope that he doesn't bust that one. And let's see if that will reload our green submission so we can do it again next turn. All right, and now we just get rid of all of his move points. And then we'll hit the finisher. Let's see. Lewd dialogue. Oh, interesting. Not sure if that's a Mortal Kombat thing. But yeah, I try my best to keep it PG as possible. So there's 7, there's 11, and then we can put in the corners. I try to. I have not much lewd things to say, but that's after years and years of being an actual professor. So for those that don't know, I actually have a day job where I'm an actual professor at an actual college, teaching students. So this is all just fun for me. So yeah. So after a while, it I should have hit the finisher. I didn't want to do that again. 1, 2. Actually, we'll do 1, 2, 3. That gets me more. We'll put that one down there. I didn't need another 9 spot on that, but yeah, wasn't the easiest thing to do. I'm not saying that. Probably the hardest thing I ever did in my life was getting a PhD. So it was not easy, and it wasn't something I would want to go through again. But it did allow me a certain lifestyle. So doing 500K, that's not bad at all. We're keeping them off the board. We're putting botch gems down, so we might get lucky with a pin at some point. And then we're just able to continually recycle through. So, Demo, thank you for... Oh, there's the dodge. We knew it was coming. Thank you for the suggestion on that one. I thought I might go with the bleed and try to work that in. But this is actually working really well, provided that he's not dodging all over the place. But yeah, you definitely didn't need any more sub-turns. And again, this Roman came out like just before... it came out a long time ago. As it feels like it's been almost a year and a half since he came out. Am I wrong about that? Yeah, I don't proclaim to know everything. So, but I do know a lot. And when I need help or if somebody can give me a good suggestion, I'm always down to take it. I'm not so arrogant to believe that I know more than anybody else. Getting a PhD will teach you that as well too. That's you don't know everything. So. But yeah, that's a good little setup. I thought I'd have to go bleed on him, not in the literal sense, but a bleed on him in the figurative sense. So I'm glad that he saved all of his dodges for the hell mode, which is what it looks like we're gearing up for. We're gearing up for hell mode dodges at this moment. So, yay. Yay for that. Yeah, you gotta outsmart the bot, but is it even possible? If you're not outsmarting the bot, are you even outsmarting anything? So, yeah, let's see what we can do with this. It's all fun in games. Sorry, I was reading something else all of a sudden, and then I realized that I haven't. There we go. Didn't fill up my water glass a moment ago. All things that none of you should be concerned about as I continue to roll through this. All right, Omaga, let's do this. Let's dance. And I got my green match, and even better than that, I have my green Cascade. Boom. Love it. So he only has 13 million health. Am I reading that correctly? Wonderful. So I think the only good thing is that the only move he's actually going to dodge is putting these ones down, right? He's not close to doing that, so let's hit the finisher. Let's hit him right away. So only 13 million, right? Like, come on, that's not that much, right? Yeah, there's something about having that much health. Okay, so we need to... And here's the rub. There's no... Actually, okay, so there's a 5 match. I'm going to get 6, so I'm going to pray that he doesn't get a good match on the end of this, but we all know that he will. He'll get a wonderful black match at the end of all of this. Oh, he didn't. Okay, good. Maybe I jinxed it through. Okay. So we take that. We hit the green swipe over here. And then we can do something like this. Really? Come on. Really? You're going to go over the exact ones I put down? This is why you still suck, Roman. You just cost me 300,000 in draining his health. God. Here we go. Yeah, you gotta... Yeah, gotta just love random anything in this game sometimes. Okay, we want the 5. We want that one. Or do we? We'll take that one, and then... Oh, I hate putting them up top, so we'll put one down there. It doesn't have to go for 9 turns, but that would help with his... Oh, there we go, it's gone. That's okay. It's already all filled up again. Yay, randomization. Okay, so we're down to 11 million. All right, how many hours do y'all have left to to beat this? Yeah, the only other way to get lucky with this is to have that happen on a pin where he can't actually just kick out of anything because of all the botch gems. What's your roster, Tiger King? You sent it on Twitter. Okay. I will check it out once completed in the stream. I want to get 2-3 matches. That's the important part. 2-3 matches loads all that up again. Yeah. I'll definitely take a look at it afterwards. I'll hit you up on Twitter. But yeah, I appreciate you reaching out and sending it over. I'll definitely have a look. Yeah, so with Roman there with full tour perks, I'm gonna get my Canadian accent out of the way for a second there. You'll be able to then load up the finisher and then in the sub for the next time around. I should hit the finisher. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, so just you need 2-3 matches, and then you can put down other things, and we can try to get more 5s on the board for more damage. Only 10 million to go, y'all. We can do this. Gotta have faith. Cocaine Bear looks like a most ridiculous movie. Oh, there it is. He hit it. He finally hit it. There we go. We got our first. All right, keeping tabs. We've been hit once. 1, 2. So that's going to fill up all of my stuff. So let's see if we can get some more multiplies on the gem. All right, so that should fill most of it up. Yeah, I wish I wish I had more time, if that makes sense. Only because, for those that don't know, I have twin toddlers, and so my time is taken up with obviously being a father, but like early nights for the most part, except for, which makes the Twitch streaming fun. So usually by the 10 o'clock hour, I'm getting close to done. But yeah, that's going out to movies and stuff like that. That requires a whole lot of organization that like I can't even fathom some days. Like to find somebody to babysit so I can go out and try not to fall asleep in a dark theater. Like that's asking a lot, man. Like you're asking me to stay awake. Yeah, that's hard. My wife and I went out for Valentine's Day. My mother-in-law came and took care of the kids. Like by taking care of the kids, I mean like watch the monitors as they slept. And it's like 8:30 at the restaurant, and my wife and I are like falling asleep. We're like yawning. It's exhausting. So this getting old thing, it ain't easy. So, all right. We're getting there. Only 9 million to go, and y'all thought this would take a long time. Imagine what the bleed or the other setup would have taken. It would have taken an eternity to get through that. We do not have a good set of matches here. Is he high enough? You know what? I'm actually just going to do that. I understand it will cascade out. He just gets one turn of it, but yeah, I'm usually the same way. It's only so I can only make videos at night after the kids go to sleep, between the full-time job and then the full-time job of taking care of the kids. Like it has to be after that. So, yeah, slow but effective. It's all about the win demo. That's exactly it. You got to put that in there, right? You got to put that time in, right? So, by the time nighttime comes around, and I obviously have to spend some time with my wife and talk about the day, get things ready for the next day, watch some TV. By the time all of that's done, then I can finally sit down and make videos for everybody, for the community. Whew, that's 2 times in a row now that I'm not getting. Okay, so let's take that. We're going to put these 2 down here, and we're just going to pray for something good to happen. So, yeah. Yeah, to be that's exactly it, right? That's the irony of being between young and old, right? Is you don't have any of the money when you're young. You just have all the gusto and all the energy to do stuff, and then the complete opposite happens. Now we have the coin as we get older, but just none of the energy to do anything. I 100%. That's funny. I like that. Thank you. Definitely don't have what I used to. And this, no greens, no blues. There's nothing for him on the board either. So let's get closer to greens. But he's going to break that because he's got nothing. Yeah, his green is the other move that he has. All right, slow but effective. That's what we're going to have to do. Yeah, so if you see a video that I have made, it is probably something done just before I go to bed, where I'm frantically trying to edit it before I fall asleep, because I'm so tired. So, and also if it ever sounds like I'm really low volumed in those videos, it's because my kids are asleep and I don't want to wake them up. And then I'm also like just barely holding on from the tiredness. Let's take away his black match. He does not need that. Okay. Here we go. Do not go over all of the gems I have. You jabroni. Oh, you jabroni. Come on. There's a whole section here waiting, needing all of that. I could have won this match if it had gone over there. He wouldn't have been able to kick out of any of that. So I'm going to have to eat his finisher. He doesn't have any trap gems. I can kick out of that. That's not a problem. That sucks. All right, well, we'll take away his purple. Get less purples on the board. Boom. 1, 2. Okay. Now we're back. Yeah. Eventually, when you have to run this sub over and over and over again, you run out of opportunities to actually, we'll put that down there. You run out of greens to do this. We should be good now. Wow, we took out all of my gems. All of them gone, just like that. All right, 7 million. We're going to cross the 6 million threshold. Yeah, we're almost there. Slow but effective. I'd hate to see what would have to happen if I had to use the USO on this one. I'm not sure it can be done. I think, it's Tech USO that you have to use. I think that would be torture. Only because he doesn't have a sub, so you wouldn't have anything to bring Umaga down. And you just have to hope that you can... Yeah, you'd have to hope that you can be able to find a way to pin him and use a bunch of props. So, if there's a way not to, that's what... You did it? You did it with... Okay, well, how high was yours, HBK? Did it cost you a lot of props as well? Because that seems like a difficult proposition. Especially because he's just going to keep kicking out of stuff. Put that one down there, and then we'll take those 2 matches. Put another one down there. Oh, there goes one. Five-star silver. Okay, so yours is at the same level as mine, although my 5-star silver is not completely up there. That's interesting. So it can be done. I thought it would be a little bit more difficult. Although, I'm sure it would be easier. I'm not sure if you have an USO cap, but I don't have one. So I'm sure having an USO cap would make that easier for him to do that. There goes the push. We're going to save that. I'm getting tired of using that move. There's a 5 match. 3, 4. Okay. Full strap, 40% move damage. So, okay. That seems interesting. I'll take a look at that afterwards and see. I'm sure it was faster than what we're doing here. Gosh. This feels like Roman Reigns just in general. You know what I mean? Like, this feels like every Roman Reigns match that I've watched, and then having to go through 2 years of Roman Reigns as champion as well. Although I do appreciate the heel turn. I think he does really well as a heel. So, I think it's funny that this match lasts forever, and so has Roman Reigns as champion. But that's in the history of wrestling. That's usually how it goes, right? Heels tend to be champions longer for their ability to continually. Yeah, I'm going for the bonus. That's the difference, right? Roman gets you the bonus, whereas Uso doesn't in this. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely an element of when you're a heel and you're able to really fire up the crowd and get people going, you can hold a championship for a lot longer. So you're going to see, guys like Theory hold belts for a long time, because crowds love to be angry at arrogant champions. They just do. Yeah, Roman turning heel definitely made that a lot easier. You're not. Recently, I think of like They absolutely should have turned him heel a long time ago, but I don't think he was ready for such a move, right? I don't think he was ready to play that type of character. I don't think I don't think he had developed enough confidence maybe to, you know, he'd always played up that he was the, you know, the big dog and he runs the yard and all that kind of stuff, right? I think that's what he had said for years, but there's something different about being at the head of a faction. And that requires a different type of champion, and I don't think he was there to be able to make that. Does that make sense? Like that's how I've seen Roman for a long time. As someone as a solo wrestler, he can do really well. But it takes a different kind of person to be the face of a faction, and to dominate that way as well too. So, and that takes a special type of heel, because most factions that have leaders in that sense are heels. It's not often that you get baby faces doing that. Oh, we finally won. Okay, good. Oh, well, that was fun. We finally made it to the end. But yeah, I think Roman actually he was in the title. I think our problem might have been that he had just been in title contention for way longer than he probably should have. Yeah. But that's the way. Yeah, he was forced on us in many ways, right? Going against Brock Lesnar and, you know, being basically in every WrestleMania as the headliner for the last 7 years. After a while, it gets to be a lot, right? Especially when he's not winning people over as a babyface, but he doesn't really understand how to be a real heel in that sense. Definitely makes it interesting. All right. Sorry, get a quick scoop of peanut butter in on there. So we got the feud. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Is there anything else that y'all want to see while we're going through this? I think I beat the tours earlier. It's just a matter of I'll beat that one with him easier earlier. So you had the 40% strap on. There I go again saying strap on. You had the strap on. Someone's gonna clip that. Yeah, someone's gonna clip that and get me in trouble. Did you have your 40% strap on? Here I am trying to keep it PG. So you use the bloodline to beat that instead. I can see that working. Oh, okay, so you were using the purple-black setup where you then make a whole bunch. Yeah, that moves. Okay. Not the triple green or the purple. No, you went all green. Okay, yeah, that's the one that I found usually to be the most effective. Just continually blowing up the board, swapping it into green. Yeah, that's an interesting one to use. I can get behind using that one for sure. So yeah, let me see. See if we can run this. I don't want to do a hell mode with it, but for those wondering, let me go do a normal match. See how he looks. Oh, so do I have an entourage? Do we have one? So do I want green? Yeah, so I want a green MP. Probably should have saved the loadout from what I did the other day. I think the other problem that I have is I don't think I have... is it Omos? Omos is the X-Break gem damage coach, and I don't have him. That's the issue. I do have you, though. And then what are you bringing me to the table? You're doing green gems do more. And then I need a reduction, I think. At least at first. Goodbye, Roman. You did what you set out to do. Waste everybody's time with beautiful conversations. You did all move damage and takedown twos. Okay, what do I put on here? I put on... Okay, so I have takedown twos 50% move damage. And I spent too much time leveling up other things, or I might put some... Oh, we got one shot. We got one shot to take it up to 53.3 from 49. No, we'll not. So nothing special. Okay, so I only have 40% move damage. Mine's only 13k, so there's still room for improvement on that too. But see if we can at least beat it on the easy mode and see what can be done with it. But choose 5x5. All right, we'll get that, and then we just hope and pray that this hits. Something that we can use. Okay, so that will blow up that, and that's it. This looks to blow up. This will blow up that one, that one. Yeah, let's blow up more of the board. And there he's got his black moves. Okay, well that's always fun. I'm not going to throw any props down, especially because I've already beaten this, but that's what you run into, right? You run into the problem of him getting that match, and then he's already set up for the next turn. Yeah, mine does not hit nearly hard enough. But thankfully he didn't put the trap gems down the first time around. I want to leave green on the board, and that allows me then to make a 5 match. Like so. There you go. Now you're thinking with your head, Professor. And now we can hit triple up. Oh. There's no way for me to do this without hitting that gem. Okay, so let's take off his botches, or as many of them as we can. And let's just blow it all up. Four by 4 into green, which is going to give me... Oh, you're going to give me, obviously, the most bang for my buck. You are. That was a nice little hit. I get one more turn. We'll see if he will put down his traps finally, and that's going to cause an issue. And now we bleed. You made me bleed my own blood. Yeah, now we can put this all down this way. Okay. We got this. This should finish it off. Yeah, mine's not nearly as strong as he would need to be. I think having a max to 5-star silver would obviously make a much bigger difference. And I got one hell of a cascade, and one hell of a bleed hit me as well too. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely not the oosiest, but it's something that you can definitely use going all green. So that's another way to do it. All right. So I think we're nearing the end, y'all. I've been on for a little over 2 hours, so I'm willing to do another match or two if there's something that y'all want to see, if you have any suggestions. I'm open to doing a couple more, so I'll give you a second or two if anybody wants to see something. 1 million every finisher. Yeah, so you know, I think what's interesting with the low end A tiers, the B tiers, the C tiers is that, you know, you can get them buffed up to 1 million or more, but it's going to take a few parts to put together. But yeah, if you can get them buffed up and do 1 million a turn, it's going to take you 10 tries to do it. You just got to find a way to keep them from getting all their moves off and stuff like that. That's the hard part. Do you have enough props, and or does your player have a sub? Do they have a sub break and stuff like that? So there's definitely elements in there that can make it work. I was trying to think. I'm hoping that this weekend it's going to be a little bit easier to get stuff done. So, well, if there's no suggestions on things to do, I think we're going to end it off here. I hope that y'all enjoyed. I appreciate y'all coming out and hanging out with the professor. I wish you good luck on the Flash feuds. I will be back on again on Sunday, which I think is my next regular time. I don't think I'll have time on Friday to come on. So Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the next time that I'll come on. I'll wrap up sort of what happened over the weekend, go over any other cool, you know, finish off whatever tours have to be done for the Flash feuds, and sort of go over everyone how they felt about the weekend, and sort of look to the next MLC. By Sunday night, we should have a new blog post out ready for us to salivate over, hopefully, to go over sort of what we're going to do next. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for everyone coming to class. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'm going to see if there's actually a way that I could raid a channel and see if this is something that it's new. Pick a live one. I'm going to raid us over to the WWE Champions channel, because I think that's where DJ is right now, and he's going over some 6-star people. So let's make a raid on over there. Again, I appreciate y'all coming out. Appreciate you, the new ones who've just joining me for the first time and following. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you come back next time. So I'll see you on Sunday. Good luck. Yeah, we'll see you on the Discord demo. And if you haven't had a chance before, definitely send me any questions that you have on Discord or other social media. If you have a video that you want to see, I'm more than happy to try to find a way to make those happen as well too. So again, have yourself a good night. Have a good feud this weekend, and I'll catch y'all on the other side. Let's see if I can make this raid happen. It took Merrick's 2 times to do it. So hopefully, I can do it in one. We're ready to raid. Raiding in 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna raid now. Let's see if that worked. Did that work? Did that not work? We're still on my channel? I think we're still on my channel. I wanted to raid. One viewer ready to raid. It was myself. Okay, so I did the same thing that Merrick's did.